Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're plunging into a topic that's, well, it's literally heating up. Extreme heat.
It certainly is.
We're talking temperatures hitting these unprecedented highs. Described in our sources as, get this, a million-year summer.
Wow. A million years.
Yeah, where the heat just keeps climbing, right through the day. And look, this isn't some abstract thing. It's a really pressing challenge for communities. Basically, anyone over 25 without an air conditioner in the bedroom, especially older people, it really hits them hard.
Absolutely. It's a direct impact.
So the big question we're asking in this deep dive is, how do communities adapt? How do they cope with this kind of intense heat? And maybe more practically, where can you actually find cool comfort when, your own home just isn't cutting it?
Right.
The good news, though, is that our sources point to some, pretty innovative approaches in one region for heat protection centers.
And that's key, isn't it? Because there's just so much information out there. It's overload. And sometimes the most practical solutions, the things right in front of us, they get hidden.
Yeah, exactly.
So this deep dive, I think, will really cut through some of that noise. We've got some genuinely surprising insights, but also, practical knowledge for you, pulled right from what we've been reading.
Okay, so let's just underscore the urgency again. This isn't just like a hot couple of weeks. Our sources are pointing to analyses suggesting these heat levels, well, they haven't been seen in a million years.
It's hard to even wrap your head around that time scale.
It really is. It suggests a scale of warming that was, previously kind of unimaginable. And the direct impact is severe. It's not just discomfort, prolonged heat. It really ramps up the risk of heat stroke. It makes cardiovascular conditions worse. It just makes everyday life incredibly difficult for a lot of people.
Yeah, it really does. That's why having accessible, immediate relief becomes so critical. It's vital.
Which sets the stage perfectly for what we're about to explore.
Exactly. When temperatures get that dangerous, just being able to get into a safe, cool place quickly, it can literally save lives. So understanding how communities are actually doing that, how they're facilitating that immediate cool comfort, that's what makes these solutions we found so interesting.
Okay, so let's dig into some of these solutions. We found details about these heat protection centers. And the offerings sound pretty inviting, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine this. Air-conditioned rooms, obviously, but also beverages in sufficient quantity, snacks, and I like this phrase, various other delights your palate might long for.
Huh. Delights. Okay.
And apparently it's all available at cost price. So, sounds like a pretty good deal when you're just desperate to escape that sweltering heat.
Definitely better than melting outside.
Right. And the hours are pretty extensive too, generally 6 a.m. to 8 p.m.
That covers most of the day.
It does. But our sources also mention a few heroic locations, their words that extend their hours until 10 p.m.
Oh, nice. For that late night heat.
Yeah. Exactly. So if it really gets to you later on, there's still refuge available.
Okay.
And then there are these additional amenities that are kind of intriguing. Some facilities, it says, offer free Wi-Fi.
Always useful.
Totally. And here's a really charming detail from the sources. Gentle radio entertainment featuring summer hits from the past 40 years.
Huh. Summer hits radio. Seriously?
Seriously. It says it's a service designed to soothe not just the body, but also, and I love this wording, the nostalgic ear.
Okay, that's actually quite thoughtful. It shows they're thinking beyond just, the basic need for cool air.
Right.
Providing hydration, snacks, Wi-Fi for connectivity, and even a bit of comfort with the music. It really shows a more holistic understanding of what people might need when they're stuck dealing with extreme heat for hours. It feels like a well-rounded approach to public refuge.
Mm-hmm. Now, there is one rather unique user requirement mentioned.
Oh, is it that?
Okay, listen to this. Only one thing. Seating must be brought from home.
Wait, you have to bring your own chair?
Apparently. It's an open invitation specifically for anyone with a folding chair or garden stool.
A garden stool. Okay.
But despite this, the sources stress excellent accessibility and plenty of parking spaces right out front. So just roll up with your trusty garden stool ready to escape the heat. It almost sounds like some quirky community pop-up event.
That bring your own seating rule, though. That feels a bit odd for a public refuge, doesn't it?
It does seem strange.
What does that signal about how these places are meant to be used compared to, say, a purpose-built community center with proper seating? It kind of suggests these spots are maybe more for a quick cool down.
Maybe, yeah.
Good for, like the source says, small talk with fellow sufferers, or just ducking in to avoid melting away at home. Especially if, as the source notes, there's limited space. It's a practical thing, maybe, but it definitely hints at the nature of these centers.
Okay, so we've painted a picture here. These clearly marked heat protection centers, what they offer, the hours, even this BYO chair policy. So the really fascinating bit, the big reveal, is where these centers actually are.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
Get ready for this. These officially designated heat protection centers, they go by names like LDI, RVE, Kaufland, Netto, Illidel, and Edeka.
Wait, those are supermarkets, major German grocery store chains.
Exactly. Like think Walmart or Tesco or your local big supermarket. Let that sink in. These aren't special government buildings. They're everyday supermarkets.
Wow, okay. That's actually ingenious.
Is it?
It really highlights the shift, doesn't it? Away from maybe top-down, specially built solutions towards more agile, sort of bottom-up repurposing, which could be really powerful for climate adaptation, especially if public resources are tight.
That makes sense.
I mean, think about it. Supermarkets are everywhere. They're easy to get to. They already have powerful air conditioning, refrigeration.
True.
It's basically leveraging what's already there for public health in a crisis. It's like distributed resilience in action, a really practical solution, just, well, hiding in plain sight.
Okay, but the plot, as they say, thickens. Whew, there's more.
Yeah, so our sources mentioned this one area, the Burgenlandkreis region in Germany. They actually put out their own official map of cool places, information on heat safety behavior, that kind of thing.
Okay, standard public health info.
Right. But here's the kicker. These officially designated heat protection centers, the ALDIs, the LIDLs we just talked about, the sources specifically say they are not shown on the map.
Huh. That's weird. The official cool spots map doesn't show these supermarket cool spots.
Exactly. What do you make of that discrepancy?
Well, that definitely raises questions, doesn't it? Like, what does it mean when the official guidance doesn't fully line up with these, very real practical solutions people are presumably using?
Yeah.
Could it be a disconnect between, say, official planning bodies and what's happening on the ground? Maybe these informal solutions just pop up faster than the official maps can get updated?
Yeah.
Or perhaps there's a different idea about what counts as an official space versus a practical one.
Interesting possibilities. It definitely hints at the different ways communities adapt, sometimes formally, sometimes more organically, I guess.
And believe it or not, there's another twist. Our sources reveal there's a whole other model of heat protection centers existing alongside these supermarkets.
Another type, okay.
And these ones, they do offer plenty of comfortable seating, no garden stools needed.
Ah, okay. So where are these then?
Well, the defining characteristic, according to the sources, is that they often have the word Nubel in their names.
Nubel, furniture, so furniture stores.
Bingo, furniture stores. The catch, though, is that their selection of snacks is relatively limited compared to the supermarkets.
Right. Okay, so now we can sort of compare these two approaches side by side.
Exactly.
You've got the supermarkets, the ALDIs, the LIDLs. They offer the drinks, the snacks, the quick, easy-to-access cool-down, but, bring your own chair, practical provisions. And then you have the mobile stores, the furniture places. They give you the comfort, the actual seating for maybe a longer stay, but maybe less in the way of snacks and drinks.
Right. Comfort versus provisions.
Yeah. It really highlights how different needs might emerge during extreme heat, doesn't it? Some people might just need that quick, practical break. Others might be looking for somewhere to settle in comfortably for a few hours. It's fascinating that the community or the market is offering these varied solutions.
So when we boil it all down, what's the really core insight here from this deep dive?
Well,
for me, it's really how these completely everyday places, your local supermarket, maybe even a furniture store, can suddenly become these unexpected havens during extreme weather.
Yeah.
It just speaks volumes about, the cleverness, the adaptability of communities finding solutions, sometimes literally right under our noses, without needing massive new building projects.
Absolutely. And, knowledge is great, but it's most valuable when you can actually understand it and apply it. This deep dive, I think, offers that shortcut. It helps you get informed about really practical, real-world solutions to a huge challenge.
One of those aha moments.
Totally. When you see these familiar spaces being used in such vital, unexpected ways, it really makes you think. And maybe it leaves you, the listener, considering How could your own community maybe harness what's already there? It kind of challenges that traditional view of what counts as a public resource, right?
It really does.
What might happen if we started looking at our own towns, our cities with fresh eyes, looking for those opportunities for resilience, for adaptation, maybe in the most unlikely places? What stands out to you in this mix of official maps and, well, supermarket shelters? Makes you wonder.